let me be honest with you. This camera is ass. And let me show you why. First of all, I'm glad you can see me now. Because I do not shoot this video with the Panasonic S1. After about 2 months, well, not even 2 months of testing it, I of course have some, in this case, final thoughts about this camera, and I want to share them with you. And these are not good thoughts. Without any hate. But this camera is ass for video. It is so... Not just, oh, this is ass. No, very ass, in my opinion. It gets on my nerves. And it did so quite some time. It ruined shots, it ruined moments. It's not just a quick conclusion, just turning it on and, oh well, I'm annoyed by the turn on switch. And then I shoot video one time and that's it. No, it's... I really tried. I give it chances after chances. And I do so with all the gear I have. Inside, outside, good light, bad light. Different color profiles, vlog, different lighting situations. To give it the benefit of the doubt though, I never tried native glass for it. So no Panasonic glass. I had the Meike glass, but I doubt it would have made any difference. And what if you do not want to use Panasonic glass, you want to use the Panasonic body with, well, third-party glass, so to say. What if you do not want to use Panasonic L glass? Well, so it cannot be. Well, maybe it is the case, but still I highly doubt that the autofocus then will not be. Let's use the examples I intended to use for an upcoming video, well, to get a better view on that, right? It was the plan at least to make a video with the S1 about the autumn. Well, but it sabotaged it, well, to say the least. Let's have a look at this. Let me tell you a story about autumn. This one looks nice. Overall, it looks nice. Here you can see how it ruined this shot with the AF. To be safe, I used manual focus for this one. Look at that, oh god. Oh, that was annoying. Goodness gracious, it's worse than the old camcorder from '91. Here it seems to have worked, kinda. I've focused before. Even my cat knows. That's why he is so vocal. He too wants to be in focus. My god, how is this possible? It is unusable. I mean, look at that. Doesn't get better here, does it? Even if it focuses, it then struggles. Smooth. No, it was MF. Here as well, but look at the image. Damn, it looks nice. It looks fine even inside. Manual focus here. I do not expect much in dark situations, but look at that. Now it is like the old camcorder. Well done. This was kinda good. Pretty good for dark situation, but do not bother trying to focus animals with AF. Nice shot. Nice autofocus, Panasonic. I'm out of here. I really tried. I did. I tried to outsmart the autofocus in different occasions. I gave it chances after chances. I give this camera chance after chances because still I like the design of it, I like the weight of it, I like the size of it. Maybe you know that feeling, you try to convince yourself of something and you say, no, it cannot be that bad, it cannot be that bad. And then you realize it is. Deep inside you know that it is. So when saying, oh no, it cannot be that bad, or you try to convince yourself, there is doubt. But I didn't start out with doubt. I had good hopes in this camera, I really did. But this camera, it was so hard to work with. Well, for photography it was alright. Faster moving objects, not so good, but the color was good, editing was good, the pictures look good. Good, I cannot say fantastic, and they're not bad, just good. And I enjoyed the different aspect ratios and so on. It was a nice camera for photography. Yeah, I can say that. So for photography, it's alright. But for video, I'm annoyed just thinking about it. I really am. It is simply not handy, as you have seen. And this is to say the least. It got on my nerves and it ruined shots. It ruined them. Nice moments. Nice scenes that I pictured in my head. And then I took out the S1 and, well, it had different intentions. It had the intention of ruining that moment. And since these were not moments in studio, I could not recreate them. I lost them because of the Panasonic S1 autofocus. It is not reliable at all, at least for my purposes. I do not want to say that this camera is garbage. No, it's not garbage. It's not garbage. It's just, I think that the autofocus is ass, and for my intentions, it is not usable. Not just, yeah, well, it's a little bit difficult to work with. No, it's just not usable. It is so bad. It annoys me. I have to sell it and get something else. I need a camera that is reliable for video purposes, not simply for photography. Photography, I use my old glass, my old Nikon D3, D200, D7000, D800, the Nikon ZF. Yeah, well, and the Fuji X-T3, but all the X-T3 and the A6700, they are reliable cameras, kind of. The Nikon DF, ZF, of course. Sadly, don't have the DF, but these are reliable cameras, and they did not disappoint me at all. And I was debating the Panasonic S1 or the, I don't know, Sony A7 III or the A7C even, just as a reliable camera, all-day camera. Not as a vlog camera, but an all-day camera. I thought the movie or video capabilities of the Panasonic S1 would kinda outrate the not so good autofocus, but I had no clue it would be that bad. No. I do not like selling things. I want to keep my cameras, lenses. I want to like my cameras and lenses, but in this case I have to make an exception. I have to. Although the overall image quality is actually pretty good, movie and photo, and the stabilization, well, I think it's the best I've seen so far. Yeah, the stabilization is very good. If you do not need the autofocus, which I do, then the image quality really is good. I'm sure it is the right camera for someone, just not for me, because as I said, I do not want to repeat everything I said, but if you do not need the autofocus, then this camera is good. It is really good. The stabilization is so good. It's so good, but yeah, it makes me sad. It makes me sad that this is so good, that the image quality is good, but the autofocus, no, cannot do it. Well, not being mad, but the autofocus was like trying to unscrew a screw with a too small or too big screwdriver. Boy, it got on my nerves. I tried, I really did, and I lost. The Panasonic S1 initially got my attention because I used the old Panasonic camcorder, the VHS compact camcorder in the late 90s and early 2000s. It's a camera from 1991. I showed you this camera already, and I started making videos and movies, short films, not movies, with this camera when I was young. My parents used them when I was a kid, and so I had this brand was kind of imprinted, and so I thought, oh well, now 30 years later, let's give it a try. And I tried. What's fascinating to end this video is that the old Panasonic camcorder, the old VHS camcorder, had better and more reliable autofocus than the Panasonic S1. How? How is that possible? It's an old camcorder, 30 years old, and I looked at some of my old videos with this camcorder, and even at night it worked reasonably. It was of course not extreme good like Sony A6700 or Sony A7S, but it worked better than the Panasonic S1. How and why? With these questions, I will end the video now. Thanks for watching. One love. See you in the next one with good autofocus.